What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Success Spectrum podcast, where we dive deep into the world of finance, entrepreneurship, and personal development. I'm your host, Kadeem McLean, and today I really just wanted to talk to you one-on-one, right? I finished reading, Relentless by Tim Grover, and now I'm reading Winning by Tim Grover as well. And before I really dive into that, I'll say this. I have a job, full-time job. I have businesses that some I've been doing for a while, some I just started somewhat recently. I've got a book that I've written coming out November 19th, and different things on the go, right? One of my businesses in particular, it's been 9, almost 10 years that I've been doing it. And oftentimes I'll say to myself, okay, now is the time, because I haven't put in 100% effort over a consistent time period, being consistent in my actions. And reading these books, I picked them up because my mindset recently has been, you know what? It's high time. Stop with the excuses. Stop with the good reasons. Stop with the, okay, I'm going to do it and then not doing it, or giving effort for a month at most and then stopping. Stop it. Kill it. Because if you really want what you say you want, the only way to get there is to go through the grime, to go through the mud, to put in the effort, whatever is required to be able to get those desired outcomes. Winning, and I'm going to be paraphrasing some of the points in this book, which we all know, but have been reiterated very eloquently by Tim Grover. We all know that winning requires grit. Winning is unforgiving. Winning is, how can I put it? It's a battle, right? Winning is not something that comes easy. It's not something that you just fall into. Even if you happen to fall into it, you got to do something to keep it. Winning is everything. Winning is everything. And some people might look at that in a bad way, but it's funny because when I was reading Winning, at one point, Tim Grover's talking about how he would ask certain business professionals that he coached and athletes that he coached to define winning in one word. And before I read all the answers, I said to myself, it's everything. And funny enough, Kobe had that same answer. It's everything. And the reason I say it's everything is because whatever goals you have, first of all, winning looks different to everybody. Let's get that out of the way. Winning to you might be being the best mother in the world, the best father in the world, the best sibling or cousin in the world, uncle or aunt. Winning to you might be getting a certain position in your company that you work for. Winning to you might be starting a company that has a certain amount of income and employs a certain amount of people, or giving back to a certain organization or charity every year for a certain amount of dollars, or in your time, right? Giving back in terms of your time, your contribution in that manner. Winning is defined differently by everybody. Winning to me is not the same as winning is to you. Like I said, I have a job. I have different businesses that I'm working on, let's put it that way, or I already have, and I'm aiming to get more clients or whatever the case might be. I have different things that I'm doing on the go, this podcast. So I define winning differently than you define it. But in all of these areas, winning is not easy. Let's say I don't even know if I can say it's simple. I think we can say it's simple, but it's not easy, because oftentimes we know what needs to be done. We know the work that needs to be done. But again, there's two wolves inside of us, and they're in a battle, a constant battle. One is that bad wolf, and one is that good wolf. The good wolf is the one we should feed, because the good wolf is the one that says, Kadeem, I don't care how you're feeling. I don't care if your arm is in pain, your head is in pain. I don't care if your foot's in pain. Get up, pray, do what you got to do, and get to the gym. If you want to learn to amass your wealth in stocks, bonds, real estate, in commodities, if you want to learn how to protect your wealth or transfer generationally down the line in the way that you want it to be transferred, this book right here is a must read for you. The Legacy of a Silver Spoon, Managing Wealth and Relationships by Al Compton. You must get yourself a copy because you need it. If you want to do anything that I just mentioned, without reading this book, you're not going to be able to do it in the way that you want to get it done. You might not even know that there's different types of trust or which type of trust you need. This book will help you in determining that. You might not even know what a stock is or what a bond is. This book will teach you every piece of information you need to know financially to get you from where you are to where you want to be. Go ahead and click that link in the description to get yourself a copy. For a long time, I've been dealing with an issue with my arm since birth, right? My right arm. And what happened, long story short, was the doctor tore my shoulder apart. Like, the doctor ripped my shoulder. It was all broken. Had to get shots when I was a kid, a baby and whatnot. And still to this day, I'm unable to move it in certain ways and the strength is weak, right? It's weaker in terms of certain muscles there and it's smaller and so on. Even that, I've many times, points throughout my life, I'm like, okay, let's fix this because now it's up to me. I'm in control now. Whatever happened, but now I'm in control. So let's fix this. Let's do what we have to do. And until recently, I didn't take necessarily the proper steps to get it done because I'm thinking about money and how might have to put out a certain amount of money to a sports therapist or a sports physiotherapist to be able to see them regularly and get me the proper exercises to do and whatnot, or a chiropractor to massage it out properly. And so I'm blocking myself, feeding that bad wolf with excuses to say, oh, well, what if, or how much, or when do I have the time to do it because of work and these businesses and these other things I have on the go? Who cares about all of that? If my goal is to fix this and that counts as a win for me in this area, I need to feed that good wolf. I need to say, forget about all of my excuses, and I need to take action and do what must be done for me to fix this. And same for you. At whichever area that you have, however you define winning, you have to do what you must do. There's only one way to win, and that is to do what you know you should do. That's the only way to win. Stop with the excuses and do what must be done. How do I lose weight? Really? You know how to lose weight. If there's no actual imbalances, you know exactly how to lose weight. Drink water, eat healthier, exercise regularly. Very simple, very straightforward. How do I put on weight? Really? You know how to put on weight, right? Your diet is one of the most important things. Make sure you still eat clean, but increase the amount you're eating if you want to put on weight, right? Get to the gym regularly. What kind of workouts are you doing? How are you training? What program are you following? These are all factors. All of these are factors. How do I increase my sales? Make more calls. It all starts there. Make more calls. Put more time into the business. How do I get more clients? Network, market, pay for someone to market for you. All of these things are so simple. I'm not saying they're easy, but they are simple. It's just a matter of us not putting in the time, energy, and effort that we know, or maybe we don't know, but we know what step to take, but we know what's required. So it's just a matter of us shutting our bad wolf down and stepping up to say, okay, it's time for the real Kadeem McLean to stand up. It's time for me to take the action I know I need to take and do what must be done to accomplish this thing, because there's no other way for it to get done. You're waiting for somebody else to save you. Newsflash. Nobody is coming to save you. The only way you can be saved is if you're willing to save yourself. There are people around you who will support you, who will help you in that manner, but only you can do it for yourself. You define winning. You must take the action and the steps to win. It's as simple as that. There is no other way to win. All right? Just some thoughts that came to me. Hopefully this was helpful for you. Hopefully it can push you into taking those required steps that you know you need to take to win. Here's what I recommend. Jot down whatever it is that you know you've been, I'll call it slacking on, that you know you've been wanting to accomplish. Write down the roadblocks that are actually stopping you, the real roadblocks that are stopping you from doing that thing. And then look at them and say, and really think about them to say, are these real roadblocks? Because 9 times out of 10, I can tell you, the biggest obstacle you have to face in just about anything in life, especially when it comes to you winning at the levels that you want to win at, the biggest obstacle is yourself. All right, Kadeem here, and I'll see you on the next one.